Hello and welcome back. We're here to watch pole vault, so let's watch pole vault. One thing I've always had is a great intuition for time. And with that, I can be very patient at times. Very patient. This is the practice between meets between Miami and then going down to Baylor this week as well. So I'm practicing from four lefts. Really working on, well, these are actually stay downs. I'm actually not supposed to swing up on these vaults. I'm just working on this nice big plant. It's been an area. The plant is kind of the area I struggle with. Is kind of just having my hands up big on it, so it's kind of just isolating that, I suppose. Doing a bunch of reps. These stay downs are kind of weird. I don't know if I quite like them. No, I know that I don't quite like them because they're I want to swing up on it. Like it's just hard to know even if it was a good vault or not, because like I'm willing to be stood up on each one. I'm supposed to be stood up on each one, so I don't know. They're a bit weird. This is the first full day of doing them, I suppose. I feel like my pull drop is maybe a little bit better. Hoping to get that a little bit better. I'm hoping to drop the pole right up close to my ear and be going forward. Yeah, this one was quite good. That was quite a good stay down. Let me just push that one. And then I went and I did alternating, kind of one stay down and then one real vault. Alternating back and forth between those. Yeah, I really think that the plant was coming along at this practice. Especially like if you watch this vault. I mean, that is a very solid position. If I can jump like that for my full approach, then I think I'd be in very good shape. And then I'm able to really just rip it around and swing on it. So I want to swing on these so bad, on these stay downs. It's good it was just shallow. I don't know why that one was shallow. Maybe I was leaning back a little bit. Seemed pretty solid. It was just a little bit close. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. more stay down, and then I actually ended up gripping pretty high at the end of this practice. So that was a good stay down, and then I actually ended up gripping, I believe, at 14'9" from 4 lefts at the end, which is a high grip for me. I don't know why I gripped that high. That was actually a very good last vault, I think. Last vault of the practice. So I'm gripping really high. Taking off in a good spot, and then that takeoff position is really good. And then I'm able to hit it and then actually move back out on it. And so I actually this is a really strong position for swinging through on it. That's kind of exactly where I want to be. And I have a lot of power coming off it, so that was really good. Let's look at the meet at Baylor. This was actually more than an hour before I came in. I was coming in close to the last. So I actually got like a run through, kind of. I just was holding the pole too high on this one. Like at like this point, like it was like all the way up here previously. I started dropping it too late. And I didn't get my hands up in time. And it was also, it was a warm-up. I want to be hitting the warm-up so I can get information on my standards. But my step was on, it felt good. I wasn't too stressed about that one. Came in at 5'10". Standards at 75. Pole is 15 foot 7, 195 pound. This first one, I just didn't plant good enough. I actually had a pretty good run, but I wish I could zoom in here. But I just have nothing on the plant. I was a bit under. I was definitely a bit under. I was under on two jumps, I think, which I don't think it's that big of a problem. I think I might have been actually six inches close to where I usually run from. I think I do 116'6" with 2 walking steps. The thing is, in warm-ups, like I miscounted the thing, and I went from 115'6". So I went from 115'6", and I had 2 good warm-up jumps on a 195, and then I went up one pole onto the 16'1", 190 for 1 jump, and that was good. So actually, I had really a quite nice warm up. Yeah, I think maybe I should scoot my run back that 6 inches. Maybe I would have been better. Maybe I would have been better on a couple of these attempts. This first one was under, and my hands weren't up in time. Just makes it a tough vault. Still almost got it around, but I wasn't supposed to get that around by any means. Second attempt was quite a bit better. So my step was in a better spot. Hands were up. Still aren't great by any means. Yeah, that's not a great take-up position at all, to be honest. I actually have some really nice faults. I actually forgot to put in the folder. So I'm going to do that in real time, real quick. But yeah, this vault, I really just, well, I was very relaxed. Remember last meet, I amped myself up a little bit too much. This meet, all I wanted was just to go jump. It's just all I was focusing on. It's just jump. Don't focus on making any specific bar or anything. I mean, because the thing is, athletic performance can be so volatile. I really don't have any control over. I mean, I have the story that I really want to tell, and yes, I want it to go a certain way, certainly. But the more important aspect is that I tell the authentic story, and really I don't have control over instances that are so volatile. Athletic performance. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna do all the things that I need to do. I'm gonna eat good, sleep as well as I can. It can be hard with travel sometimes, but just concentrate on jumping when I'm in practice, when I'm in meets. Write my story, and then good things will happen eventually. Might not be exactly how I want it to be, but I have control over certain things. I can write a good story. I know that in the end I will have a good story. I just don't have control over when it comes out or how it actually goes. But no matter what, it'll be authentic. It'll be a good story. So that was 510 clearance. Standards at 75. I moved the standards back to 80. This is 520, and yeah, I mean, it was good, but again, it's just that plant is just not stellar. Well, here's the thing. So, these poles are big and heavy. These poles are definitely big and heavy. It's the 15'7", and I'm gripping at the top of it, so it's actually not terrible to run with, but when I'm planting it, I need to be more forward. I need to already be driving forward with my chest and shoulders, and I need to be jumping into that bottom hand. I need to be putting pressure with that bottom hand. I don't have any pressure on the bottom hand, but I do have really good pressure with the top hand. This is actually very reminiscent of Austin, Texas. My first few jumps, I just did not have pressure with the top hand, but I'm just so fast and strong on the day that I'm able to overpower the pole. And that's kind of just how I jump. I just wanted to go and just jump. I was very relaxed at this meet. I think that's just how I'm jumping comfortably, how I'm comfortable with jumping. But this elbow is at a 90-degree angle. It's I'm not putting any pressure into the pole at all with the left. And so I'm just rowing my way up there. I want to show you. I've been doing a lot of work on this plant, on this exact same problem, actually. I've been doing a lot of work for a long time on it, but sometimes it just doesn't click on the day. I think I just need a few more reps to actually get it consistent, to actually be able to get it like that every time. So I have some jumps from this summer. I did a lot of good work this summer. I really think that it's different. It's different getting this plant to go on an Essex pole versus on those carbon fiber weaves. I think it's definitely harder. It's definitely harder to plant an Essex pole. But I feel like I get higher. I feel like I can get over. Yeah, I felt like I could get over 540 on that, on just the 15-foot 7 pole. 15-foot 7, 195-pound pole. So. This is from the summer. That is 520. That's 520 from 6 lefts. So that's my 6 left PR. So my plant was, so that's actually a really long pole. It's a 16-foot 1 pole, gripping decent on it. My plant is way better on this one. You can see from the side angle. Like, this is how I want to plant the pole from a longer run, is I want to have good pressure with that left. It can be a little bit bent, certainly, but then it grows, and see, that's the difference, is I have pressure going upwards on the pole, and it grows and moves. It allows me to pop off really high. It allows me to really roll the pole, whereas the recent jumps were not so much. So this is another one from the summer. This is a little bit of a smaller pole. I can't remember what the bar's at. But you can see again that plant is just so much better. I'm just a lot more confident on these poles at the time, I think. If I can get this plant, so I know I can get this plant. Like, I'm literally done it before, just not on these poles. But if I can get this plant to be consistent, with how I am now, I'm able to just smash through the 15-7 195. If I can get it with that consistent plant, then I think that I can have something quite good to go. And this one, plant and swing, was spectacular. But again, it's just a little bit of lighter pole. It makes it so that it moves a bit easier. You got to do it when you're moving really, really fast with a really big pole. You have to drop it. Everything just has to happen faster. It becomes a bit harder to do. So that was just 3. What's up, 4? Made 510, made 520, went for 530. Yeah. So, yeah. I got my plant up a little bit better. I wish I could zoom in, but I got my plant up maybe a little bit better. Take out position's really good, but then watch. The main thing is how it grows after the plant. I get out of the way from it, and I blow way through the pole. So I went up to 16-foot 1, 190-pound pole. That one, I just had no pressure with the left hand again. It's just hard dropping that, getting the timing right. And also I was really under. I wasn't really under. I mean, I was taking off at 12 when I want to be taking off at 13. So I'm under, but the bigger problem is I just don't have my hands up quick enough. Like, I should just be able to get my hands up quicker. Again, I almost got it around. Just because. I guess I'm just strong enough to do that, but but it's just not enough to get a good jump. And ultimately, like, if you have a good jump, you get over the bar. If you don't have a good jump, you don't. Well, unless, of course, well, I guess that's not true, as we'll see. This is such a painful jump, physically, emotionally. I mean, it sucks a bit that, yeah. Well, I got my plant up, right? So I had that run, and I was feeling really good, but I wasn't getting my plant up, and I was having decent jumps. And then I have this one on third attempt at 5:30. So I really wanted this bar. Could potentially be the bar. So I really wanted this bar. I got my plant up in time, and I had a great jump. And I just obliterated the 16-1 pole. 16-1 190. Which is crazy because no, that's one of the best jumps of my entire life. Maybe the best jump. It would definitely be tied. So if I was on a 16-1 195, that would be 550 jump. Only I'm not on the 16-1 195. The bar isn't at 550, and so it's a miss. It's insane. It's like the field events are the only events where this can happen, where you can have literally the best jump. You can have the best jump of your life, but you blow through your pole and you miss the bar because of it. So that was the end of my meet. Now that jump just hurt a good deal. I mean, it wasn't like, it certainly didn't get injured, I don't think, but like just left knee and left hamstring just kind of hurt a good deal on I jumped really hard on that last attempt. And it was a good attempt, but just wasn't at the right bar, wasn't at the right setting, and so I have nothing to show for it for that attempt, which is, man, if there's any sort of deadline that I had to hit for the start of the season, or in the start of the season, it's passed already. I mean, that takes some pressure off, I guess. I mean, like, I really thought that I would get over a good bar by now. It just hasn't happened. Which, I mean, it sucks, but in the end, it probably won't be a terrible thing. I mean, I'm still going to build up. Still going to build up all this content, and I'm going to tell a great story eventually. And I'm not worried about jumping this bar. I keep hitting, so I hit 4 for 6 again at this meet. So I keep showing up to meets and hitting 4 for 6 good jumps, and eventually I'm going to jump the bar. Just the timing of it is just not what I would wish for, but it might work out quite favorably, actually. It might actually, the more it gets delayed, I think that the more it gets delayed, the faster it will move when it finally does come out, and the better it actually might be for my senior season. It might not even put anything onto my junior season this season at all, and that's fine. And just put everything onto my senior season. But Man, best attempt of my entire life. And it's a missed bar, a missed opportunity. I don't compete again for another 2 weeks. I can't post everything how I want it. It's very unfortunate. And a bit of knee pain now with nothing to show for it. My knees were actually very good up until this meet. And now, well, I mean, it's to be expected after jumping big to get a bit of discomfort, I suppose. I mean, it's subsided quite a lot now, and I think I should be able to run on it quite soon and jump on it quite soon. But that first night after the meet was just not fun. I mean, it just hurts to bend my knee, straighten it again, and so usually I like to rotate from my back to my side, kind of in the fetal position, and back and forth throughout the night. And I just could not do that the night after because it just hurt to bend my knee at all. So, but last night went quite well. I didn't have any problems with it. So it's actually been recovering really fast. I think it'll be quite good. I think I'm strong, healthy on it. I'll be able to recover from it and be able to get back to jumping good. The one thing this kind of has me reminiscing about is about how lucky I actually was in the past. Because some of these things, like, again, you can have your best attempt, you can blow through your pole, and you miss the bar. So, state track and field championships, my senior year, I was having a great meet. I was PRing in every event. I ran 4 events, I think 200 pole vault, 4x1 and 4x4, and I PR'd in all of them. But the state track and field championships came in at 13'6". I was cleared 13'6" on first attempt, 14'6" on first attempt, 15 feet on first attempt. Put the bar at 15'7" and 1/2 inch. So it's new state meet record. I went on first attempt, blew through my pole, missed the bar. I went to a different pole. I'm actually not totally sure. I think it was a 15'6", 180. The previous pole I was on was a 15, 185. So I went up to that 15'6", 180. And it was a carbon fiber pole. I never jumped on a carbon fiber pole, and it was just weird. It was just weird, man. Like, the first time jumping on that pole, I just didn't really have it figured out, I don't think. And so I went back to that 15', 185. My coach said, grip down a hand. Because that first attempt, I blew through it. Grip down a hand and go do that same jump. So I gripped down a hand. Third attempt. 2,000 people around the stadium. Everybody's doing the slow clap. And I made the bar. Just went crazy. It's the most awesome moment in my entire life. No, it actually was the most awesome moment in my entire life. Beat everything up to that point, and there's no way that there'll be anything better in the future, I don't think. I mean, even if I break a record, even if I win a championship, I mean, it was actually insane. Just having 2,000 people in a ring like that in the Bismarck Bowl, and everyone's in on it. So, but put some appreciation onto just how unlikely that event was, I suppose. Um, how unlikely it was. How easily it could have gone the other way. I mean, some small consolation for these meets that I'm getting unlucky at. Just getting a bit unlucky. Getting really close to the bar that I want, bar that I need in order to get everything going, and I've just been getting a little bit unlucky on it. But sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't get lucky. I mean, there's nothing really you can do about that. But decent meet. Hit 446, which I'm happy about. Decent meet. I need to get some more technical consistency. I need to get that left hand up every jump. My run was really good. My jump was really good and consistent. I just need to get that left hand up every jump, and I need to go back that 6 inches. I need to be running at 116'6". Give myself a little bit more space on a couple of those jumps. So next meet is Texas A&M in 2 weeks, and all I want, doesn't matter what bar I jump. All I want is just technical consistency. It's just having good run, good jump, and just getting my hands up on every single attempt. I can come in low. I can come in on that 15'7", 195. I don't need to be jumping as hard as I jumped at this meet, especially on that last attempt. I don't need to jump like that until I'm actually going for the 550 bar. And I need to be on the 195-pound pole. Like, I just need to mature as a vaulter a bit and just be able to turn the dial throughout the meet, and just go up my pole line gradually. If I can just be consistent over, I feel like I'm consistent over 520 with that little 15'7". I can be consistent over 530, 540. Be a good place to be at this point in the season. And then, like, I want to jump the big bar, but ultimately it doesn't matter what you jump all the way throughout the season. Like, what I want is the postseason, the championships, is the qualifiers, and everything up to that point really is practice for that. The entire season is practice to actually get to the championships, to get to the qualifying rounds. So I just want to build the technical consistency, be able to get over the first few heights, and stay healthy through the whole thing. Stay in physical condition, and build the technical consistency. That's all I want out of this season, to be honest. And then we get to postseason, and might have something good ready to go. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week.